Pole dance. Pole dance combines dance and acrobatics centered on a vertical pole. This performance art form takes place not only in gentlemen's clubs as erotic dance, but has also recently gained popularity as a mainstream form of fitness, practiced by many enthusiasts in gyms and in dedicated dance studios. Amateur and professional pole dancing competitions are held in countries around over the world. Pole dance requires significant muscular endurance and coordination as well as sensuality. In exotic dancing, today, pole performances by exotic dancers range from basic spins and striptease in more intimate clubs, to athletic moves such as climbs and body inversions in stage-heavy clubs of Las Vegas and Miami. Dancer Remy Redd, the King of Diamonds, is famous for flipping herself upside down into a split and hanging from the ceiling. Pole dance requires significant strength and flexibility. Upper body and core strength are required to attain proficiency. Proper instruction and rigorous training is necessary. Since the mid-2000s, promoters of pole dance fitness competitions have been trying to change people's perception of pole dance to include pole fitness as a non-sexual form of dance and acrobatics, and are on track to move pole into the Olympics. Pole dance is regarded as a form of exercise which can be used as both an aerobic and anaerobic workout. Recognized schools and qualifications are now commonplace. History. The use of pole for sports and exercise has been traced back at least 800 years to the traditional Indian sport of Malakam, which utilizes principles of endurance and strength using a wooden pole, wider in diameter than a modern standard pole. The Chinese pole, originating in India, uses two poles on which men would perform gravity-defying tricks as they leap from pole to pole at approximately 20 feet in the air. Further information can be seen in the old vintage documentary series of Malakam by Yasho Purush film on YouTube. Pole dance in America has its roots in the Little Egypt traveling sideshows of the 1890s, which featured sensual, kota-kota or hoochie-coochie, belly dances, performed mostly by Gawazi dancers, making their first appearance in America. In an era where women dressed modestly in corsets, the dancers, dressed in short skirts and richly adorned in jewelry, caused quite a stir. During the 1920s, dancers introduced pole by sensually gyrating on the wooden tent poles to attract crowds. Eventually the pole dancing moved from tents to bars, and combined with burlesque dance. Since the 1980s, pole dancing has incorporated athletic moves such as climbs, spins, and inversions into striptease routines, first in Canada and then in the United States. In the 1990s, pole dancing commenced to be taught as an art by Fournier Mondi, a Canadian who moved to Las Vegas, US. She created the first pole training video to use in fitness exercises. Since then, pole dancing classes have become a popular form of recreational and competitive sport practiced and performed in a variety of sexual, non-sexual, and athletic settings. Katie Coates, a famed competitive pole dancer, and the International Pole Sport Federation are currently promoting a campaign to include competitive pole dance in the Olympics, and an application was made to the International Olympic Committee to recognize pole as a sport in September 2016. Numerous competitions exist, including the World Pole Sport Championship, US Pole Federation Championship, Pole Art, Miss Pole Dance America, and the International Pole Masters Cup Championship. Standard pole. The standard dance pole typically consists of a hollow chrome, steel, or brass pole with a circular cross-section, running from floor to ceiling. Affixing at the ceiling gives more stability, but is not always realized, especially at nightclubs with higher ceilings or at transportable devices. In the United States, the diameter is usually 50 mm, or the now more popular 45 mm, allowing it to be gripped comfortably with one hand. In Asia, the diameter is usually 45 mm, or less. There are a variety of different dance pole types to suit different performance situations. Dance poles can be permanent or portable, be different sizes, have spinning and/or static modes, and they have different coatings are made from different materials. Dance poles that are permanent are fixed to the ceiling supported by a beam located the roof, and they are fixated to the floor by different brackets and bearings. The way poles are fixed to the ceiling and the floor varies by which pole brand is purchased. Portable poles are attached to a base or a portable stage, and do not need to be attached to the ceiling. These poles can easily be removed, dismantled, and transported in cases to different locations. Poles come in a variety of diameters: 50 mm, 45 mm and 40 mm. Diameters normally depend on personal preferences and what the pole will be used for. In more competitions as studio use. Dance poles have two different modes, spinning and static. The spinning mode is when the pole uses ball bearings to spin. This mode can be used to complete more experienced pole moves, make moves easier to complete, and to add a more dramatic effect to the move. Most spinning poles can be fixed to static too. The static mode is when the pole cannot rotate and is in a fixed position. The static mode is regularly used when pole dancing is first taught, as beginners have little confidence. Poles come in a variety of materials and coatings where each material possesses its own properties, advantages, and disadvantages. The materials poles are made of brass, titanium, gold, stainless steel, and chrome. The brass and titanium, gold poles are gold in color, and are used to enhance the grip between the pole and the dancer. These poles are normally used by more advanced dancers. The stainless steel poles aren't as popular as the other types, as they do not have the finest grip. However, they are used by dancers who have sensitive skin. The chrome poles are silver in color, and are most popular amongst beginners. The finishes: some dance poles may possess a silicone sleeves and powder coatings. Silicone sleeves can provide maximum grip, however, there are safety precautions dancers must take and consider before using silicone sleeves. These measures can include a great amount of clothing to be worn by the dancer, and only static moves can be performed. Poles that are coated in powder can provide the best friction and maximum grip for dancers. Products such as chalk, dry hands or ITAC may be used to help stick to the pole. Show pole. There are now poles available for use in clubs that provide visual effects. These poles are made with clear plastics and contain water, glitter, and special reflective materials which stand out when used in conjunction with strobe lighting, as well as lighting hidden in their base joists. However, these poles are not favorable to a dancer wanting to achieve better pole tricks, as they bend slightly and have a tendency to create a friction burn when slid down with any sort of speed. As exercise of pole dancing techniques, pole dancing has gained popularity as a form of exercise with increased awareness of the benefits to general strength and fitness. These forms of exercise increases core and general body strength by using the body itself as resistance, while toning the body as a whole. A typical pole dance exercise regimen in class begins with strength training, dance-based moves, squats, push-ups, and sit-ups, and gradually works its way up to the spins, climbs, and inversions, which are the métier of the exercise. Pole dancing is also generally reported by its schools to be empowering for women in terms of building self-confidence, in terms of which its erotic components are still the subject of some controversy. Some feminists argue that sexualized dancing of this kind cannot be seen as empowering, because the choice to participate is not made in freedom from constraining power structures, especially given the performative aspect of many classes. A growing number of men are incorporating pole dancing into their fitness programs. In Australia, the UK, and the US, dance studios are beginning to offer classes just for men. And in China, 2007's national pole dancing competition was won by a man. Dance instructor Zhang Peng, 23, beat a host of women dancers to the top prize. Recreational pole for women. Since 2003, pole dancing has been transitioning from an exotic performance to a recreational activity. Pole dancing as a sport differs from pole dancing as a recreation, as recreational pole dancing is undertaken mainly for enjoyment rather than fitness. Recreational pole dancing can be seen as empowering to women, as it can make women feel positively about themselves. This is because pole dancing builds confidence, power, and is a way to express one's self. When pole dancing is undertaken for enjoyment, the idea of an exotic performance specifically for titillation is enhanced. Whilst undertaking pole class, women will learn a variety of different ways to use the pole to execute spins, tricks, climbs and hangs. It is common knowledge that as the difficulty of tricks and spins increase, so do the levels. Competitions. Pole dance competitions began in the United States with the Deja Vu chain of strip clubs in 1991 with an event called the Paralympics, which was held annually throughout the decade. These competitions led to the creation of numerous other competitions that followed, both in the strip club industry and fitness. A wide range of amateur and professional competitions are held in many countries around the world. They are strictly non-nude and focus on pole dance as an athletic and artistic form of dance and fitness. The first Miss Pole Dance World competition was held in November 2005 in Amsterdam, and Elena Gibson from the UK won the championship. The following day Elena was disqualified by the organizer John Benner amongst much controversy, and the title went to the runner-up Reiko Suemuni from Japan. A group of advocates even pushed for pole dance to be represented as a test event in the 2012 London Olympics. However, since this is a relatively new trend, there is no standardized scoring for competitions, and technique descriptions vary among clubs in different regions. In Australia, in 2005, the Miss Pole Dance Australia competition commenced. The latest competition winner was Carly Hunter from South Australia, who took home the championship title in 2016. The next championship will be for Miss Pole Dance Australia 2018, will be located in Sydney on 4 November 2016. The Australian Mr. Pole Dance competition commenced in 2013. The latest competition winner was Adam Lynn from Australia in 2016. This competition is the only male pole competition in the world. Mr. Pole Dance America commenced its first competition from 4 to 6 November 2016 in Massachusetts. The Double Vision Pole Championships in Australia are the only doubles pole competition in the world which can feature female, male and mixed pairs. The latest competition was held in 2016, where an all-female pair, Narelle and Charlie, took home the championship. The first U.S. Pole Dance Federation Championship was held on March 19, 2009. First place was taken by Janine Butterfly. The 2010 winner of Miss Pole Dance Canada was Crystal Lai, who went on to win the People's Choice Award at the World's World Pole Sport and Fitness 2009 is a competition open to all nationalities and all continents. The 2009 event in Jamaica was won by Kane, and she successfully defended her title in the 2010 Swiss event. For 2011, the event took place in Budapest and was won by Belarusian Alizia Vazmitsel. In the media. In 1993, in Madonna's world tour The Girly Show, dancer Carrie-Anne Alba performed on a tall go-go pole as an intro to the show. This was followed by Madonna's performance of Erotica, pole dancing, which has been featured on Desperate Housewives and The View. Like other exercise trends, has its share of celebrity following. Jennifer Love Hewitt had a short pole dancing stint in an episode of Ghost Whisperer. Actress Sheila Kelly was so taken with the sport, which she learned whilst preparing for her role in Dancing at the Blue Iguana, that she launched her own pole-based exercise program. Rima Fakir's victory at Miss USA 2010, including the fact that she had won a pole dancing competition 3 years earlier, attracted media attention. Taiwanese pop singer Jolin Tsai showed her pole dancing skills in the music videos of Agent J and Beast. She also gave a double pole dancing live performance during her Myself World Tour in Kaohsiung, Taiwan. Pole dance has its own media, the magazines Free Spin, Pole Spin and Vertical. Pole dance is also the main subject of a popular webcomic titled Pole Dancing Adventures, created by artist Lean Isabel. In the video game Bayonetta, the titular character uses pole dancing and means to advance to the next area or combat her foes. In the ending credit to the game, she is seen dancing on the pole. If you get a platinum award, you'll hear her say, "I should have been a pole dancer." Pole dancing has been incorporated in the performances of some K-pop idols. Garin, of the Brown Eyed Girls, included a few shots of her pole dancing in the music video of her 2012 solo single. Girl group After School used pole dancing extensively as part of the dance routine for their 2013 song. Rihanna's hit single from 2013, Pour It Up, featured professional pole dancer Nicole "The Pole" Williams. Nicole also danced to Bruno Mars' Gorilla at the MTV EMIS 2013. In 2015, Celebrity Health and Fitness magazine reported royal bodyguards as saying that Catherine, Duchess of Cambridge, took pole dancing lessons to lose weight after giving birth to Prince George in 2013. In 2016, Daily Dot ran a story which covered the attempt by some pole dancers to distance themselves from strippers, with their story, "Strippers Talk Back" to the hashtag #OtoStripper. The story utilized the hashtag #YesAStripper in support of the origins of pole dance on the social media platform Instagram. Some pole dancers try to differentiate between their exercise method and the origin of the method by using "not a stripper" as a hashtag. The hashtag can be viewed as derogatory, and pole dancing strippers utilize "YesAStripper" as a defense against the denigration of their style of dance, which is created and used in strip clubs. Males in pole dance competitions. Although mostly associated with fitness classes for women's pole dance, or pole sport has been gaining popularity among males, and many competitions include a male division, including the highly prestigious Pole and World Pole Sports Championship. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe below. Please like and subscribe below.